Okay, welcome to Work-Based Webinar Wednesday. My name is Dominique Bates. I'm the Associate CTE Director of Work-Based Learning and Community Partnerships. Today, we are highlighting our Health Science Career Cluster, and I have some of our industry partners here that are going to speak with you about their careers. And so I'll let Amber go ahead and introduce herself. You're muted.
Hey, my name is Amber Petticord, and I am the Instructional and Career Coach at East Rowan High School.
Elijah, go next.
Hi, I'm Elijah Oakley. I'm an East Rowan graduate. I graduated this past May, and I'm currently a freshman at UNC Charlotte.
And Jessica?
Hi, I'm Jessica Perry. I am the clinical director at Accelerate Therapy and Performance. I'm a physical therapy assistant as well that treats throughout the day.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Swink. I'm the health science teacher here at East Rowan.
Awesome. So we're going to have I just want to say one thing before you ask that first question. We're going to have some great information for you today. Students, I just ask that you do the 3 L's, that you look, listen, and learn. If you're looking at this webcast, turn on your listening ears so that you can listen to something that you will learn. You are guaranteed to learn something here today. So just pay attention.
All right, so could each of you speak about your career journey and how you got to where you are today? Elijah, you can go first if you would like.
Okay. So I've been interested in the healthcare fields ever since as I could remember. I originally wanted to be a psychologist since middle school, but during the summer before my junior year of high school, I shadowed some surgical nurses at Novant during Camp Med 2018, and that's why I got interested in nursing. So I finished my Health Science 2 courses and applied for nursing fundamentals, and I completed my clinicals, and I enjoyed the learning experience there. And I earned my Nurse Aid 1 license this past July. And I'm currently taking pre-nursing courses at UNC Charlotte. I hope to become a surgical nurse in the future.
Elijah, what's your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is to become a surgical nurse.
Miss Jessica?
Hi. Okay, so I have currently been in the field for 13 years. In high school, knew I wanted to be something medical, but wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I had to go to a rehab center with my grandfather, and then I found out that physical therapy was what I wanted to do because he went from not being able to walk to 2 weeks walking out and going home without assistance. And I saw like nursing and doctors and therapy. And, you know, with therapy, there's physical therapy, there's occupational therapy, there's speech therapy. There's so many different types. I chose physical therapy because we work from the top of your head to the bottom of your toes. Like we kind of do everything, functional, strengthening, balance, vertigo, like if you're dizzy. So when I graduated, I went to physical therapy assistant school and graduated with a 2-year associate's. I started working as a spinal cord therapist at the hospital, which was totally out of my comfort zone, but I chose it because of that. I found it was very rewarding. I learned so much from my mentors, and they kind of took me in. I did that for a long time, and then I decided I wanted to go back to school to get my bachelor's. So I went to UNC Charlotte, got my bachelor's in exercise science and physiology, And from then, I kind of moved my career to like a rehab and acute care settings, where I worked in the ICU for about 5 years. So there's so many fields in physical therapy, and that's the thing. Like, you can't make yourself say, oh, well, physical therapy, you get a knee replacement. You know, and that's all you do. Like, I've done anywhere from traumatic to people on ventilators to the orthopedic sports. Like, people have an ACL, people have knee replacements, shoulder replacements. Like, there's so many wide varieties of things in physical therapy. And I feel like that has made me such a well-rounded therapist, because I haven't only done one thing. Like, I've moved around to different areas. I am now the clinical director at Accelerate Therapy and Performance. So I still treat patients every day. However, I now do a lot of like teaching and leadership skills, trying to run the clinic. I've learned a lot, especially during COVID, how to do Zoom meetings and do telehealth and get people in the door safely, and then through the computer. So we can do therapy just like we are right now. So it seems a little difficult, but you can. And that's kind of my story. I've got a long background.
Jessica, at Accelerate, what's the age range of people that you see?
So my youngest patient is 4, and my oldest is she just turned 89. So I see a lot of wide variety of people.
Okay, Ms. Swink.
Well, my nursing career is not as traditional as most. Nursing kind of found me. I went to a local nursing school, got my associate's degree, worked in an OBGYN office for about 10 years, decided I wanted to go back and get my bachelor's degree. So I did that. Worked as a school nurse. And during that time, one of the assistant principals there suggested that I teach. And I was like, yeah, I'm never going to teach. That's not going to happen. But so I ended up going back to work for the OBGYN that I started out with, and just decided one day, hey, you know what, this teaching thing, I think I might like that. I have a really good friend who's done it for a while, and so I thought, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So 2 years it's changed names a couple of times, but it was Cabarrus Memorial Hospital School of Nursing back 32 years ago when I graduated, and got my bachelor's degree through Gardner-Webb. And I think what's so amazing about nursing is your opportunities are endless. Like, if anybody had told me all of the things that I've been able to do, I would have never guessed it. I mean, I think when I started back in 1986, I thought that I would just be a bedside nurse. And that was it. I had no idea what I would be able to do with it.
I really think that people in the healthcare field are really special people, and they're people that, like, you are needed everywhere, like, for everything. I could just imagine like the impact that you have just on your normal everyday life, just from the information and the knowledge that you have about healthcare. For instance, just for like, if you're at school, if a student passes out or something like that, who are they going to come to? They're coming straight to you, Miss Swink, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there's any kind of health problem in your families, what's going to happen? They're coming to you. And so, I mean, you guys are very, I know, for essential and vital to just, making everyday, like, day-to-day living easy for others. It might not be as easy for you, but easy for others. So I appreciate what you do and the way that you do it. My next question is, what makes your role in the healthcare industry unique? What makes your role unique? And we'll start with Elijah, and then Jessica, and then Miss Sweet.
I'm not currently in like an actual job in the healthcare field right now, but hopefully sometime next year I can get a job as like a home healthcare assistant or somewhere at the hospital. So to apply for nursing school at UNC Charlotte, I need to have at least I think 50 or 60 hours in some like direct patient care. So I need to get that done as soon as possible. But like the courses that I've taken so far in high school and college, they better like prepare me to like discover different healthcare careers and like understand basic medical knowledge and stuff like that. And I'm currently taking a class called HAHS, where the professor teaches us like health science majors, so like social work, pre-med, pre-health, kinesiology, pre-nursing, and healthcare management. And teaches us skills and professionalism for like college, like study skills and time management and stress management, and they can eventually help us to use those in the medical field. And right now, I'm taking a chemistry class tailored towards nursing students because at UNC they have like general chemistry for like majors that are like taking like any other major that's not engineering or medical related. And there's engineering chemistry that has like thermochemistry and other stuff like that. And I'm taking like bio, general, and organic chemistry at the same time, kind of sort of. So it's interesting so far because I only had like one lesson related to the healthcare field, but I guess it's one step at a time.
Elijah, I'm going to say that shadowing is the most important thing for you to do. I get so many kids and in high school, and then they go off to college and they're like, well, I'm not right sure if I really like it. And they come in and they either love it or they hate it. And I mean, with the college applications, they say 50 hours, you need to triple it. And that will be just learning about different things. It will boost your career in your studies. That's just my opinion. I am all for, like, I volunteered forever before even when I was in like college and practicing, I still volunteer to this day, 13 years later, just to learn different things about it. And that's something like with any field, like Miss Wank said, like you don't know what your career is going to take you. Like you might have in your brain that I'm going to do this and this is all I want to do, but then you start doing it and there's so many people that are working with you and you learn from each other, and then you're like, oh, well, maybe I do want to practice that. Maybe I want to go, just see what it is. And then, or you have a friend that's like, well, I do this and I really like it. I think you would be good at it. And they're like, so you can't be like single-minded with any career. You have to let your career grow and move out of your comfort zone, because you might really like doing something that you didn't go to school for. Or like if you focus on, and I know like physical therapy, like there are like people that only treat backs, and there are specialists that only do like certain methods. And it's vital for us to learn how to do that. But you also have to be able to do other things, because somebody might come in to the clinic and you think that you know exactly what's wrong with them. But we're built the same, but everybody's different. Nobody heals the same way. And it doesn't take, like somebody has a shoulder surgery, you have 12 weeks and they should be back to normal. Not everybody's like that. So my biggest advice is to be open-minded, and you will make your career unique. You'll be wanted in different fields if somebody knows that you specialize in this, but yet you can do this. Like I treat 4-year-olds to 90-year-olds, and I'm not going to treat the same way. Like, I have to be very creative with my 4-year-olds. They won't lay on a table and do a straight leg race to get them. They have to jump and climb ladders and slide and climb. In my 9-year-olds, I can't do that with them. They might break something. So with physical therapy, you just have to do different things. And with nursing, like, I have great friends that are nurses, and they one day are on the floor, and then one day they're moved to a different floor, like an orthopedic floor, or then they're moved to the general ed, and they have to deal with different things. So it's kind of me.
So I think what makes my role unique is, like I said, having been a nurse for 32 years, I can bring some real world experiences to my classes. I've been able to share some really interesting stories with my kids. For me, the grosser the better, because that's what seems to pique their interest the most. But I'm able to, give them all kinds of scenarios about what it's really like out in the workforce as a nurse.
Okay, so as far as you each have a role in your career path, but what roles or career paths are available in your industry aside from what maybe people think that's available?
Like before I got into nursing, I wasn't like familiar with like how many like different fields I could get into. But like during my senior year, I was like discovering like healthcare paths I'll be interested in. I discovered it was like cardiac, like pediatric surgery, like neonatal, mental health, and many others like that. So kind of like all went to me at the exact same time. It was like there's a lot of possibilities I could get into. So like there's also like different degrees that you can earn for nursing. So you can have like your RN, that's you can get like a 2-year degree, or your BSN, you get 4 years, and others like the DPNs and nurse practitioner degrees. It's like more advanced, like masters and doctorates, I'm pretty sure. But then like each of them have like different roles, but they are like all familiar with general nursing stuff like that.
So typically people think physical therapy is just surgeries or going in, you're injured, you have pain, you go in, exercise, and get massaged on, and you're better. So where I am now at Accelerate Therapy, we actually go into all of the warehouses across the country for Aldi. We also work for Dillard's and Mueller. And we go in and do injury prevention, which is teaching you how to lift properly, how to stretch, how to make sure that when you are in a warehouse, there are heavy things, team lifting, things like that. So we do it before people get injured. We go in and teach people how to have ergonomics, good posture, especially the people in the offices and things like that. So it's something totally different. I didn't know about it until I started working here. So now I have to get my steel-toed boots and go into warehouses.
I think for me, I've already spoken to the fact that I've had, many different opportunities, but I think something that folks might not know is available is, for example, like school nurse. Like I never thought about that. And that's kind of what got me where I really like the school environment. I just like being, around kids. And so that was one opportunity that I had that I really enjoyed. Um, and so that's kind of non-traditional, I think. And then obviously teaching is not something I ever, expected to do with a nursing degree. Um, so I just think there's a lot of career paths with a nursing degree, a bachelor's degree in nursing, that people don't realize that the opportunities are endless.
All right. So, if you could give advice to your teenage self, what would that advice be?
I would tell myself like earlier on from high school to like adopt better study skills and time management skills. Because like in high school you could get away with like not studying for most tests or just like doing stuff last minute, but in college it could really help you out. Like structuring your day, like you can do like this set amount of assignments per day so you don't like burn yourself out for the rest of the week. That's what I'm learning right now and it's working. But I wish I learned that a lot earlier on than just now.
Um, I would say don't limit your goals. If you want something, you go for it. You might have to work really hard to get there. But if you set your mind to it and you have that goal in mind, I think you can achieve it no matter where you come from. You can do it.
I'm going to have to piggyback on that. I think that no matter what challenges you might face, um, you just need to set your mind to whatever goal you have. Um, I know all of my friends went off to a 4-year college, and I tried that, and that was not for me. So I came back home and went to a 2-year program and started working right away, and that was awesome for me. So I think one thing is just to know that 4 years is not for everybody. So don't limit yourself.
I'll like add to that too. Like there'll be bad days, then there'll be very bad days, but like you can eventually get through it. You know, that's what I learned like the past couple of weeks.
You did a great job of just explaining the healthcare industry and the career field, and also just letting everybody know about all the different variations and all the different pathways that you can take within healthcare and using health science. I took home some great takeaways, and I just want to bring them home for our students. So the first thing that I learned was you need to be versatile. You need to be open-minded, and you need to be creative. You need to be flexible. Time management is key, and believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything. Is there anything else that you would like to add? I see that I'm freezing up like crazy. No. And if not, this is our health science career cluster highlight. So we thank you for tuning in, and we're going to sign off. Bye. Have a good day.